What's up, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Alma, Missouri. And today, well, we're seeding first off. We are seeding oats in field 2. We're doing that. That field's not planted yet. Ignore that. That is just I haven't done anything to that field yet, so that's why that's like that. So yeah, we're in March. I believe the last episode we were way back in November. And I have done a lot. I've done a lot off screen. Yeah, let's put it that way. I got really bored one day and I just kind of got carried away and I did a lot. So in the top right, we have $793,000. That is because I sold off all of our buttered popcorn that was piling up over here. If we take a look at the finances and we scroll down to sold products, we've made $949,000 so far today. From harvest income, we've made 1.3 million. I think a lot of that's from wood chips. And then I also sold the slurry spreader today. Oh boy. Yeah, I sold the slurry spreader because I feel like it was just too big for this tractor, and for me personally, it was too big, and I didn't like it, so I sold it. The other thing is we have a new field. I had enough money to buy a new field. Just get lined up here. I bought this field right here, field 9. Yes, field 9. I wanted to buy it before it got planted because as soon as I went into March, most of these fields got planted. I don't even know what crop this is. In spinach. So those 3 fields got planted, these fields got planted, the sugar beet fields got planted, and the sunflower fields got planted. So I was worried that I was gonna lose this field to cropness, so I bought it. The other thing I did, well, I'm kind of planting, so I can't show that off. Let's just do that. Gonna work. He's gonna work great. The other thing I did was I got rid of the cow barn that was here, and I made this another sheep enclosure, but I put goats in it, in this one. And then I sold the goats in this one, and I put just straight sheep in here. Well, no. If you take a look at the menu, I don't think I sold the sheep. Yeah, I didn't sell the sheep. I kept the sheep the same. I just sold the goats and moved them over here to this other one. And then speaking of cows, if we look over here, I have changed what this looks like now. So big difference here. And I don't really like it because it was pretty bare. I got a trophy. Look at that. I got a trophy. I lost my train of thought because of that trophy. Yeah, I didn't like it because it was very bare. There was like nothing here. There was no trees, nothing. But then there was an update to Alma with precision farming, and it added back a lot of these trees. And I don't hate it. So, and I don't think I can get in there to change it. So we're just gonna leave them there. So yeah, that's where the Holstein cows are. And then over here, I placed a water buffalo enclosure. It is the same enclosure, by the way. That both of these are. This enclosure is a mod. I believe it holds 1,000 cows. 1,434. So yeah, it holds 1,000, but then with the pasture, it holds another 433. And I bought 250 of the cows and the water buffalo. So you can see right there, 250 of each. And I dumped in all of the extra total mixed ration into the cow barn, and then I dumped in a little bit for the water buffalo. Speaking of that, I moved this silo over here. This is the fermenting silo. I moved it from the main farm, and I moved all the silage and hay from that one in the main farm to this one over here. So that's where all this came from. And I am currently making total mixed ration from hay and silage because we have no straw. I'm saving all the straw for bedding to make manure. Speaking of, these guys don't have any straw. That's not helpful. What else have I done? I believe I made this area over here. I don't know if I showed this off last episode. I don't know. But I cut down quite a few trees, and I did buy this thing, whatever that is called, the all-in-one, I think. Devour trees all-in-one. I don't know. But I cut down trees, flattened this out, placed down a sugar mill, and we have too much sugar. Yeah, we have 75,000 liters of sugar, plus another 140,000 liters of sugar beet and sugar beet cut. So there's that. Taking a look over here, I placed down a bunch of bees, an excessive amount of bees, because I ran out of honey over winter. What production is this one? For the cereal, I only made one pallet of cereal throughout winter, so that was fun. So yeah. Let me out of here. So yeah, I sold off all the buttered popcorn and all the products from the dairy. We're making all kinds of products now. Could probably make chocolate buffalo milk. We're gonna do that. We're gonna make chocolate buffalo milk because why not? Because we're gonna have all kinds of milk come later on. What else have I done? I finally baled up all the hay that were in the 3 grass fields. I do kind of want to buy this field and move the grass over here. But then again, all my grass equipment is in the main farm now, so I don't know. Because I don't want to travel back and forth. I did also originally plan to put the water buffalo in this area, this field, along with this field. I was going to buy this field, get rid of these trees, and make this one giant pasture. But then I remembered I purchased the soil samples for this field, and I didn't want to ruin that. So that is why that's like that. Now, taking a look at the lime, I did lime all the fields. And I spread slurry / digestate on these 4 fields. And then I had just a little bit left over. You can see there's a tiny little line right there that I spread. And then that line's the planting. So there's that. What else have I done? I think that's it. We have all kinds of chickens, which they need to be fed at some point. Still have the hogs. They have not bred yet, which is interesting. But I guess I did buy them at 0 months, so there's that. Also, the reason we're in March, we need to plant oats, which is why this guy's going. Because we are completely out of flour. If we take a look at the grain mill, here we go. We are completely out of oats. There's literally nothing in here, so we need flour. And oats is the best for making flour. I did do the math on all the ratios and stuff, and oats is still the best. So there's that. If we take a look at the pizzeria, there's still 20,000 liters of flour in here. That is because I had the flour storing and I brought most of it over here. I think it was down to like 5,000 liters at the beginning of March. So there's that. And then obviously the production for food is almost completely out of flour. It's got 744 liters. So that's useful. Sugar's doing great. Popcorn's doing great. Could use some more dried corn, but I'll deal with that later. That's doing great. I don't know what to do with the biogas plant. I still could never get slurry into the biogas plant. I can dump manure in here. I just can't dump slurry for some reason. So we might use the manure to dump in here and then use the digestate and slurry to spread nitrogen. I don't really know. But all the other productions are doing great. As far as contracts go, I don't think I did any, actually. I could be wrong. Contracted him. Yeah, I didn't do anything until November. Was the last time I did contracts. So there's that. We still have a $3 million loan. I can pay that off pretty quickly if I want to. Yeah. Yeah, because I've made it so like I bought this field. I bought the cedars or the cedar that this is on. I bought this, and then I bought the field over there, so I can definitely pay it off. I just don't want to. Basically, is that answer? I do plan on buying this field as well because it is canola, and we need canola for something. I believe canola is for the pig food, along with corn, wheat, and potatoes, and we have plenty of potatoes, so there's that. What else have I done? I'm trying to remember because I've done a lot. I think that's it, actually. I don't think anything else has changed on the farm. Oh, these trees are back. I forgot to get rid of those. So yeah, when I updated Alma for precision farming, it added back a bunch of trees that I got rid of. And obviously I missed those couple trees right there. So there's that. Yeah, nothing else has changed on the farm. Everything's the same. I need to get rid of those trees. It's going to bother me. So we're pretty much just waiting on the cedar at the moment. As far as fields going to be planted, this one's going to be corn, since it was soybeans before. And I think this field is also going to be corn. And then these 3 fields might be oats. I don't really need soybeans anymore. Actually, speaking of that, do I even have any soybeans? Oh, I do. Look at that. Fancy. I could actually sell them right now. It's actually not a bad price. So I could sell some soybeans right now. Let's see. We still have corn in the silo. I'm kind of holding off on putting that anywhere at the moment, in case we need it for something. We have a bunch of potatoes, some soybeans, and we have some wheat still left over. The wheat is going to be used for the chickens eventually when they need it. And then we also have this wheat field right here that I do plan on buying. So that's 642,000. And then this field, this canola field, is 270,000. So we have that to work towards. And then we've got our 2 barley fields as well. So that'll be fun. And I would like to buy this field as well and maybe extend the field, get rid of that line of trees, that line of trees. That's a pond, so we can't get rid of that. So yeah. That is the plan. Where are you going, Mr. Cedar? Plant this field, please. Man, this takes forever. All right. But that will do it for today, guys. I will see you in the next episode. Goodbye.